Guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to do a couple of training exercises for Clover, and the first one is I'm going to demonstrate how I do my heel training, and then the second one is cold game training. So just touching base really quickly on the heel training, there is a few different methods and ways you can do this with your dog, but the way I've been doing it with Clover, because I will admit, even though Clover is older, she's always had an issue here of heeling when we're out shooting. She gets too excited, and also for just doing a normal walk on a lead. So I was speaking to a friend of mine, and he calls this the hedge method of heel training, and we've been doing this for about a week, and there is definitely an improvement in Clover's heeling. So this is what we do. I'm just going to let Clover, because we're just coming to the field, I'm just going to let her have a little moment. So with this, he said, get a stick or a branch or anything you can place in front of the dog. So he says, get your dog to your side. Clover, here. So what he says, you start off with, you have a barrier. So of course here, got a lovely, long, straight hedge. So we can have the dog to our side and we can walk doing the command of heel. So Clover's sitting now, so we just say heel and we start walking. Heel, come, heel, here. And then what you do is just walk along, heel, just keep saying heel. And then when the dog, you have to just have a distance in your mind on how far you want the dog to be in front. Clover, heel. And then you just use your stick just to put in front of them. It's just a barrier, that's all. Heel. So you just walk along, saying heel. And then when you use your stick as a barrier, you say heel. And over time, the dog will understand that they can't go past you. And like I said, been doing this for a week. Hey, heel. And it has been working really well, because yesterday we walked all the way around here and into the next fields, and it was lovely. Done a little bit of work in the hedgerows for her, just to break it up. Heel. And this does work really well. Heel. And then you break up the training now and again with a sit or something else, just to keep their mind active. So he said you give your commands that you want the dog to do. Clover, sit, good girl. And then when you want to start again, heel, and keep walking. So that is his way of doing heel training, and it is working. Heel up, good girl. Heel. And you can see Clover is within my zone without using my stick too much to make it go forward, but I use this as my circle. As long as she's around here, I'm happy. And if she's wandering too far, I say here, which means kind of come back, and then obviously heel up. Clover, heel up, good girl. And he's working well with her. And even off a lead now, on a lead, sorry. When we leave the house, I can have her lead on my wrist. Hey, here. And that's another thing he says as well. If they are getting too far, don't try and keep up with the dog. You stop, you tell him here, and reset the training again. So using the stick, heel. And then carry on walking. Not going that way today, dog. Clover. Sit, good girl. So that is just a little bit on the heel training that I've been using, and it's working well. So I'm going to let Clover have a little run around, and then we can get on to the cold game training. This is the cold game training. So I've got here is what I call a nice well feathered bird. You've got nice intact plumage, you've got no real broken wings. Admittedly, this has got a broken wing, but there's no bone protruding out, so it'll be fine. Pheasants can be a bit more trickier because they can get mauled and come out unkept, should we say. But just look for a well presented bird for the dog. So again, the way you start off the dog on cold game, have the dog sitting in front of you, and this is just the way that's worked for me. It might not work for your dog. I mean, I'll admit with Clover, anything cold game related, if she is very close to it or me, she's not really that bothered. She has to kind of work cold game further afield a bit. And we've just come down to the river, and there's actually a pheasant shoot going on in that field, because there's just been about 4 cockbirds come flying around, and I can hear someone working the dog. So it might be a nice little distraction for her as well. So yeah, you just place the bird in front of the dog, get him to stay. She's had a good old sniff now. Right, here. Here. And then you're meant to just let the dog pick the bird and drop it in your hand. Clover, here. Good girl. Sit up. So again, place the bird in front of the dog. Hey. Here. Good girl. And just let them place it in your hand. And that just builds up the... come here. That just builds up the dog getting used to the feel of a bird. Because if they've been on dummies... normally you'll put some wings on a dummy, so they've still got their dummy there, but it's just that texture of feathers and a different scent as well. Then obviously a bird, there's different shapes, different weights, they could still be alive, they could be wet, there's loads of things, so the dog has to get used to it. So I've done a variety with Clover. She started off with partridge, because for her size that was an ideal bird, and this hen duck is a nice round one. It's nice and small. She can retrieve drakes. She has had some before for cold training and retrieving, but obviously with her they can be a bit difficult to grab. So once you've got your dog used to working the cold game, stay. I'll just get the dog to sit and I'll place my bird out. Don't have to go too far for a start. You can work at 10 yards and then build it out to, you know, 20, 30, 40. So Clover's seen where I've put the bird, and also I will actually add quickly, because technically this bird has already been picked by another dog. Some dogs are a bit hesitant picking birds up because of the smell. I mean, Clover knows this is a dead bird, it's not been shot, so sometimes she'll go out, be a bit hesitant. Good girl. I'm just still talking and doing hand commands and getting her to watch me because I don't want to run straight off. You know, I want her just to go straight out, pick it and come back. If it was a live bird, she'd do that no problem. Get on. Good girl. Here. Good girl. So she has gone straight to it. Good girl. Straight to hand. And that's all you want to do, is just build up the distance. You can then use this bird in cover for a lost bird, blind retrieve. So in the shooting season, I'll try to do Clover's training with more cold game. And obviously we're out rough shooting as well, so she still picks live birds up. And then what we're going to do as well, this is Clover's favourite retrieve, is going across this river. Clover, here. So this is what I always do with her, do a bit of water training, because she loves water. And obviously I use her for my duck shooting and goose shooting, but also where I'll do rough shooting as well, we do, hey, stay there, we do have a river like this, and there is that time where birds land over that side. So I'm just going to get Clover to sit up, and I know this river pretty well. It's not majorly deep, and Clover's swam in this many a time. Go back. And she's pretty smart. She'll always try and find the easiest and quickest route. Good girl, find it, find it. And also this is, you know, training her to overcome obstacles with game in the mouth. Good girl. Well done. And that's how I do Clover's water retrieving. So it's a very quick video, but I hope you guys like it. But if you want a little bit more detail on heel or cold game, let me know and I'll put another video together. So like and subscribe guys, I'll see you soon for another video.